Hey YouTube, how's everything? This is my video review of the Modern Warfare 2 controller, okay? So the first thing you see is the camo and of course the neons. And you see the camouflage. The features are of course the neon, the color, the flat design different, and the grips. And last of all, of course you get the different triggers and different buttons here. I'll get into all of that. And last of all, the special combat buttons. So cool in concept. So instead of reloading over here like this, I can just press the back button quickly. So you don't even see me getting off the aim. I'm not getting my aim off of you. I'm just gonna, reload quickly here or stab quickly here or whatever, okay? So let's get in details with this thing. The first thing is the neon. Let's go in design. The camo looks very nice, and it actually has a texture on it. It's not exactly a print. It feels like there's a texture to it. It's nice. It feels nice, okay? Feels nice, okay? And you have the grips. They're very good. They don't slip. You don't sweat on these things. They're very, very, very good. I love the grips, okay? The joystick is not so curved as the original. It's actually more flat, kind of more flat, okay? Notice the trigger differences, okay? You see the triggers? I'll get in details why what each is. You see the LB and RB buttons over here? They're small. Over here, look, they're huge. Okay, so let's get into this. The triggers, absolutely precise. I would use this to play Forza 3. I'm not kidding. It's absolutely precise, okay? It's very accurate, very precise, spot on. And the buttons over here on top, they're very big. So now when I want to throw a knife or throwing knife on, use a throwing knife on somebody, instead of doing this, which might slip or I might miss since it's very small, okay? I have this bigger button here. See? It's a lot bigger. So it's useful to have a bigger button, okay? Triggers and these buttons work nicely together, you have seen in the beginning of the video. Of course, the neons on this thing are a bit whack. Do you see the lighter spots on the camera right now? It's showing it's very light. Do you see those? These are their lights, and the lighting is not distributed properly. Do you see that? So it kind of sucks to get something of high quality with lights not distributed correctly. I'm just nitpicking here, okay? It just looks nice from far and looks like neon and all, okay? The A, B, X, X and Y buttons over here on the original controller, they're round, okay? They're round, okay? Over here they're flat. I think they're going with the flat. Do you see them? Do you see how flat that is? They're going with the flat so you don't slip too much. This is my assumption of it. They're going with the flat so it doesn't slip so much. What I have 10 minutes right now. You've seen me play with it. That was like my second game into trying this controller. Yeah, so it works nicely. Has a nice feel. Love this controller, by the way. The precision is very good. Of course, another thing I've noticed is the D-pad has been fixed on this thing. Okay? Where's the D-pad? Come over here. Bad D-pad. Okay, check the D-pad here versus the D-pad here. It looks like the PS D-pad, which is actually a very good D-pad. Okay, it looks like it's good for Street Fighter. I'll actually post another video trying Street Fighter with this thing, so I'll put a link here. Okay, Street Fighter with this thing. Let's see how that works. Street Fighter with this, garbage. Okay, let's try this now. Another point now. The next feature of this controller is the combat buttons, which is in concept great. Now, I have 3 problems with the combat buttons. Number 1, the combat buttons are tiny. Look at my fingers compared to the combat button. Look at my finger. This is a combat button. It's very small. I mean, why didn't they make it this big? Or smaller, or as big as a normal button? It's tiny. It's absolutely tiny. Okay? Second thing, when I put my fingers, look where they go naturally. This is me naturally. I don't know about other people. You might put it like this or something like that. I don't know. When I put my hands, see how I'm gripping normally? Try to grip your controller and see where your fingers go. The middle finger is the buttons. It's a chance to finger you guys. Sorry. The middle finger is the finger used for these buttons, which should be used for these buttons, okay? Naturally, my fingers go downwards. They don't go here. So the positioning is wrong, and the button is small. So it doesn't work for me. If I want to move quickly to stab, okay, you know, it's just as tiring, or for reloading, it's just as tiring as moving like this. In concept, if I reload, I have to move like this and get back to this, normally. So moving like this is a risk, because I'm taking my finger off the stab button, which is also the cancel reload button. So basically the concept is, if I don't need to do this, I can stab at any time I want, okay? So what happens is, I put this as reload, for example, then I don't need to move my finger every time. So I can put reload and, you know, change weapon. So I don't need to move my finger every time. So my hand is on the knife and aim all the time. That's in concept, okay? Unfortunately, I still have to move. I don't feel comfortable. That's one thing. You have to check. Check, where do your fingers go when you put your hand on the controller? Here or here? If it goes here, then this button is useless for you guys. Sorry about that. It's useless. The third issue with this thing is, you can only set 3 buttons per combat button. Do you see that? 3 buttons per combat button. So 3 settings per combat button. So what if I want to throw a throwing knife? Doesn't work, because no support here or here. What if I wanna, let's see, I wanna reload using this hand? You can't. You have to reload using this hand. It's very constraining. Okay, it's very constraining over here. Only these settings, and they're very limited, and they force you to have them here and here. Okay, the buttons are small again. They're mispositioned. So originally, I would give this 8 out of 10, because of if you're gonna buy this controller because of these buttons, this is a 6 out of 10. If you don't care, this is a 7 out of 10. If you absolutely do not give a crap about this thing, okay, this is an 8. I'd say this is an 8, okay? If you don't care about this, it's an 8. If you care about this, it's a 6, okay? That's the scoring for me. 8 out of 10 if you don't care about the combat buttons. 6 out of 10 if you do care about buttons, because they don't work properly, okay? Overall, precise. You've seen me play with it. Very precise. Happy with it. And the last thing you get with it is this thing, the weapons crate. Okay, you put your controller inside of it, you pack it, and you take it to a party or something and go like, yeah, I have a gun. So anyways, the problem with the case, looks cool, plastic. Wish it was metal, but I'm asking for too much and I'm not picking again. And of course their stupid packaging damaged it has some sticky stuff on it which you have to clean, but doesn't matter. Of course over here, I don't know if you can see it, it's slightly damaged. The packaging was kinda crap. Not so crappy. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them about the joystick. So 8 out of 10 if you don't care about the back buttons. If you're into those back buttons and you're hardcore and all, then the joystick is a 6 out of 10 for you guys. It's lastly one more thing, guys. It's wired. Okay, it's pretty powerful wire. It's not the standard wire. It's actually like a fiber woven thingy, woven wire. Don't know what you call it. Okay, pretty powerful. You can probably swing it and fight with it and all, and Spartan, it's pretty durable. Of course, the advantage of having a wire is you can connect it to the PC. The disadvantage is it's wired, nobody likes that. So hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions? Post in the bottom. Thank you.